Christmas Day is meant to be filled with light, laughter, and togetherness. Yet time has a quiet way of choosing even the most sacred moments to say goodbye. As years pass, memories grow softer, but legends never fade. Tonight we honor the stars whose final curtain fell on December 25th, remembering why their lives still matter. Here at Celebrity Tribute Hub, Charlie Chaplin was more than an actor. He was the soul of early cinema, a man who turned silence into universal language. In an era without words, he taught the world how to feel. Through characters like the Tramp, Chaplin reflected poverty, hope, injustice, and humanity itself with heartbreaking grace. Films such as Modern Times, City Lights, and The Great Dictator didn't just entertain, they comforted generations living through uncertainty. On December 25, 1977, Chaplin passed away at the age of 88 from natural causes, quietly closing one of the most influential lives in film history. Yet his legacy never faded. Every filmmaker who believes emotion matters more than spectacle walks in his footsteps. Chaplin remains a reminder that even in silence, truth can speak louder than words. Joan Blondell represented strength at a time when Hollywood rarely allowed women to be bold, flawed, and real. She mattered because she brought grit and intelligence to the screen, portraying women who survived and fought back. During Hollywood's golden age, films like The Public Enemy and Footlight Parade made her a symbol of resilience and sharp wit. Blondell passed away on December 25, 1979, at the age of 73 after battling leukemia. Her death marked the loss of a performer who never faded into the background. What she left behind was a legacy of fearless performances that still resonate with audiences who remember a time when characters felt raw and human. Joan Blondell lives on in every role that refuses to be silent or submissive. W.C. Fields was comedy sharpened by cynicism, a master of timing whose humor carried both laughter and truth. He mattered because he challenged the idea that comedy had to be kind to be honest. Through classics like It's a Gift and My Little Chickadee, Fields built a persona that was gruff, sarcastic, and unforgettable. He died on December 25, 1946, at age 66, from alcohol-related illness, a somber ending that mirrored the darkness often hidden beneath humor. Yet his legacy endures. His influence can still be felt in modern comedy that dares to be bold and self-aware. Fields reminds us that laughter often comes from life's roughest edges, and that honesty, even when uncomfortable, can be timeless. Frankie Darro was a familiar face of classic Hollywood's formative years, remembered for his youthful energy and steady presence. He mattered as part of a generation that helped shape early American cinema. Appearing in films like Wild Boys of the Road, Darro reflected the struggles and realities of his time, giving voice to young audiences navigating hardship. On December 25, 1976, he passed away at age 59 after a heart attack. Though his name may not echo as loudly today, his work remains preserved in the era he helped build. Darro's legacy lies in the foundation of storytelling itself, a reminder of the countless performers whose contributions shaped film history, even if fame eventually moved on. Jason Wingreen was the kind of actor whose voice carried weight long after the screen went dark. He mattered because his performances, especially his voice work, became iconic without ever demanding the spotlight. Known to millions as the original voice of Boba Fett in Star Wars, and for his work on Archie Bunker's Place, Wingreen brought depth and authority to every role. He died on December 25, 1995, at age 75 after battling cancer. His passing marked the loss of a performer whose influence reached across generations and genres. Wingreen's legacy lives on in characters remembered not for their faces, but for the presence they left behind. Powerful, restrained, unforgettable. Denver Pyle was the embodiment of American character acting, familiar, dependable, and deeply human. He mattered because audiences trusted him. From Bonnie and Clyde to the Dukes of Hazzard, Pyle brought authenticity to every role, often playing figures who felt like neighbors or family. He passed away on December 25, 1997, at age 77 after battling lung cancer. His death felt personal to fans who grew up watching him. Denver Pyle's legacy is comfort, the kind that comes from seeing someone who feels real, grounded, and timeless. His performances remain a warm reminder of television and film's golden eras. Eartha Kitt was fire, elegance, and fearless individuality. She mattered because she refused to be boxed in by genre, by race, or by expectation. From her iconic turn as Catwoman to her powerful music career, Kitt commanded attention with grace and confidence. She died on December 25, 2008, at age 81 from colon cancer. Her passing marked the end of a truly singular voice. Eartha Kitt's legacy continues in artists who dare to be unapologetically themselves. She didn't just perform, she owned every moment, leaving behind inspiration that still burns brightly. Candy Palmater was a bold, unapologetic voice who used humor and honesty to challenge silence. She mattered because representation matters, and she never backed away from truth. Through her work in Forgive Me, writing, and activism, Palmater carved space for stories rarely heard. She passed away on December 25, 2021 at age 53. Details surrounding her death were kept private. Her loss was deeply felt, especially by those who saw themselves reflected in her courage. Candy Palmater's legacy lives on through voices she inspired, voices that now speak louder because she did. Damita Jo was joy personified, an entertainer who brought warmth wherever she performed. She mattered because she made people smile during decades when joy itself felt necessary. As an actress, singer, and comedian, she crossed mediums with ease and charm. She died on December 25, 1998, at age 68 from natural causes. Though time has moved forward, her legacy remains in the laughter she created. Damita Jo reminds us that entertainment is not just about fame, it's about feeling good, even if only for a moment. Richard Paul was a familiar presence in television homes, best known for his role on 8 is Enough. He mattered because he embodied warmth, humor, and reliability, the kind of actor audiences felt they knew personally. He passed away on December 25, 1998, at age 58 due to heart-related illness. His death came too soon, but his legacy lives on in reruns and memories shared by generations. Richard Paul represents the quiet magic of television, where familiarity becomes comfort and comfort becomes legacy. Azat Sharens was a towering figure of Armenian cinema, known for bringing humor, wisdom, and humanity to the screen. He mattered because his performances reflected everyday people, their struggles, dignity, and quiet resilience. Through decades of work in film and theater, Sharens became a beloved cultural presence, especially for audiences who grew up seeing themselves in his characters. He passed away on December 25, 1993, at the age of 80. Details surrounding his death were not publicly disclosed, yet his legacy remains deeply rooted in the hearts of those who remember an era when storytelling was intimate and sincere. Azat Sharens lives on as a symbol of national pride and timeless performance, reminding us that greatness does not always shout, sometimes it simply endures. Azat Sharens was a towering figure of Armenian cinema, known for bringing humor, wisdom, and humanity to the screen. He mattered because his performances reflected everyday people, their struggles, dignity, and quiet resilience. Through decades of work in film and theater, Sharens became a beloved cultural presence, especially for audiences who grew up seeing themselves in his characters. He passed away on December 25, 1993, at the age of 80. Details surrounding his death were not publicly disclosed, yet his legacy remains deeply rooted in the hearts of those who remember an era when storytelling was intimate and sincere. Azat Sharens lives on as a symbol of national pride and timeless performance, reminding us that greatness does not always shout. Sometimes it simply endures. Lee Mendelsohn shaped childhood memories for millions, even if his face was rarely known. He mattered because he helped create moments of warmth, comfort, and reflection that families shared together. As the producer behind A Charlie Brown Christmas and other Peanuts classics, Mendelsohn gave the world stories about kindness, loneliness, and hope. He passed away on December 25, 2019, at age 86 from natural causes. His death felt especially poignant, given how deeply his work is tied to the holiday season. Lee Mendelssohn's legacy lives on every time that familiar piano music plays and reminds us that the simplest stories often leave the deepest mark. Leon Schlesinger was a visionary who changed animation forever. He mattered because he helped bring imagination to life during animation's golden age. As the producer behind Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies, Schlesinger helped introduce the world to characters that became cultural icons. He died on December 25, 1949, at age 65 from a heart attack. Though animation has evolved, his influence remains unmistakable. Every laugh sparked by classic cartoons traces back to his era. Leon Schlesinger's legacy lives on in the joy of animation, fast, fearless, and timeless. Dean Martin was effortless charm, a man whose voice and presence defined cool. He mattered because he made entertainment feel easy, even when life wasn't. From hit songs to films and The Dean Martin Show, he became a symbol of relaxed confidence and timeless style. He passed away on December 25, 1995, at age 78 due to acute respiratory failure. His death marked the end of an era when entertainers felt larger than life, yet deeply familiar. Dean Martin's legacy remains in every smooth melody and gentle laugh, a reminder that sometimes grace comes without trying. James Brown was pure energy, the godfather of soul who changed music forever. He mattered because he redefined rhythm, performance, and cultural identity. Songs like I Got You, I Feel Good, and Papa's Got a Brand New Bag didn't just move audiences, they moved history. He passed away on December 25, 2006, at age 73 from pneumonia. Even in death, his influence never slowed. James Brown's legacy lives on in every beat-driven performance and every artist who understands that music is not just heard, it's felt. George Michael was vulnerability wrapped in global stardom. He mattered because his music spoke honestly about love, loneliness, and identity. From Wham! To solo classics like Careless Whisper and Faith, his voice defined generations. He died on December 25, 2016, at age 53 due to heart disease. His passing shocked the world, especially on a day meant for togetherness. George Michael's legacy remains deeply emotional. His songs still echo in moments of reflection, reminding us how fragile brilliance can be. Nicholas Slonimsky was a mind that never stopped exploring music. He mattered because he preserved, analyzed, and celebrated sound itself. As a composer, conductor, and musicologist, he shaped how music was understood, not just performed. He passed away on December 25, 1995, at the remarkable age of 101 from natural causes. His life was a testament to curiosity and intellectual passion. Nicholas Slonimsky's legacy lives on in music scholarship and in the idea that learning, like art, has no expiration date. These lives ended on Christmas Day, but their stories never did. Through music, film, laughter, and memory, they remain with us, shaping who we are and what we feel. Which of these legends touched your life the most? Share their name below and let their legacy live on.